Let's land this plane, Jefferson Multimedia. Here's how I'm going to grade the magazine cover. Here's the rubric. We're looking at 4 things. We're looking at text, picture, grammar, and following directions. With your text, your title needs to be one line. Your headlines need to fit with your photo. With the Miles Morales, his picture is over here on the right, and the headlines are on the left. With my other Miles Morales, his picture is more towards the left, and the headlines are on the right. They're all lined up, nice and even and cool. If you look at my cover for the Wet Bandits, I'm talking about what? The text being on negative space. That means your text is going to be here on the clear part, on the background, on the solid color. If it's down here, it's white, so it will pop out. Where I say fonts are unified, if you look at the design itself, the headline here, Source Sans Pro. The next headline down, guess what? Source Sans Pro, right. If I click on the subtitles, it's Hebo, weird name, 13.5. If I click on the other one, guess what? Hebo, 13.5. Text is short and funny. I keep it tight. I save the world, but I have a B in Spanish. Mom is mad. And change dimensions like a pro. Notice these are short. This isn't even a full sentence. It's a headline. It's a fragment meant to be on the cover of a magazine. Balancing school with superpowers. It's not I'm balancing school with superpowers. It's a shorty short headline. And then we have a shorty short little sentence. Then we have Spider-Verse unlocked! Exclamation point. Change dimensions like a pro. So we want to keep them short and tight. And then put the line breaks at the end of your sentences or at the end of your phrases. I saved the world, comma, but I have a B in Spanish, period. Mom is mad. Next section, with your picture. The background image needs to fill the cover. How many pictures do we have? 1. And Miles fills it from top to bottom. The picture is big and clear. Yeah. And it says what? The pic fills the holes between the headlines. What does that mean? The one from Home Alone works perfect. There's a title at the top, headline number 1, but notice it doesn't go over his hair. And then headline number 2 is at the bottom, and I made that in white so it pops out from the colors. Here we have a light headline on a dark background, and here we have a dark headline on a light background. So if you're doing a white background, put your text in black. If your picture is dark enough that you can put the text over the pic, make sure that the background is darker and the text is super duper bright. You can even go to Effects and put a shadow behind it so the text really pops out. And that looks cool, man. Then with your grammar, is your capitalization perfect? Is your punctuation perfect? And are your words easy to understand? If you look at the thing I did with Miles again, if you write it like a sentence, punctuate it like a sentence. I saved the world, comma, but I have a B in Spanish, period. Mom is mad, period. This is like 2 sentences, so I punctuated properly. And then the last thing is just overall, as I look at the entire piece, are we following directions? Have we done things like we were taught? Or have you done things I don't understand? My good Miles Morales looks like this. We got a 1-line title, and all of my text starts from the same line. It's all evened up, and everything is cool. What would a bad Miles Morales look like? A bad one would look like this. Notice we have text over his face, so we can't see it. We want to line up all of our text items on the same margin, on the same starting point. But these are all blurred up and weird. The font size changes. And think about line breaks. I saved the world, but I have a B in Spanish. Mom is mad. You always want to do your line breaks at a point where it makes sense, at the end of a phrase or the end of a sentence. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for. Most of the text are on this blue background. If there is text on the picture, it's white over a dark, dark, dark background. Everything starts from the same margin, from the same starting place. Everything's pushed up against the right edge. Title's big, it's 1 line. It's easy to read even with the photo. And stuff like this is what we need. Cool, clean, and pretty. Graphic design is about making a pretty picture. No lie. And that's what we do with this assignment. It's time to grade it. Let's go.